made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on now, come on now, let's go. Waiting.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And incomplete to open things up.
Even the greats in this of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Go. 20.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. From the gun, here's Goff. And his first pass is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now the first carry territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Goff now looks to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Derek Barnett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny.
And that's a good thing. But I wonder about mindset because you mentioned they had a chance to lock it up last week, didn't. Are they bringing extra pressure to themselves now? Even though they control their own destiny with a win, now because they didn't get it done before, will they be even tighter as they approach this game?
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The first down carry here for Johnson. Got some real estate inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues...
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And the third down pass falls incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know at the beginning of the season you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
He'll return it from the 6. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 30. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Steps away. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Goff. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. After the run, Goff going to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. In for the score. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here's Wentz to throw. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Wentz. And unsuccessful there trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And now running right through it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
His throw incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to the QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
Run.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt, and that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. 2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They get it to him running left, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. And Hawker's kick here is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
You did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Great 15, great 15.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up the third down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the red zone now, Wentz. That is caught inside the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Working from the gun, Wentz. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Third and 2. Goff. He's going to loft one deep left. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on 3rd down. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
To throw is gone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. As his guys are in for 6, and the Rams add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
They'll run it now out of the guns. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Now a handoff, Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Wentz now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Wentz now 8 of 7, but he's got a 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Throwing his Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw, it's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than
right?
down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the 2nd quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. Now Goff on 1st down. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On the counter, Gurley. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 34 yards there at a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down.
Well, touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And a dump off to White. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down. That's White, and he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. On now is the big leg of Greg Zuerlein. He has hit from as far as 61 away in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Wide open receiver complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go. Waiting.
Time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
20. 81.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down.
Two jet.
Here's Ajayi. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go. Waiting.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Come on now.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Now a play fake. Wentz. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. He'll look to set up his blockers. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Sunday! Hey, stat! Go!
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Johnson. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go. 180!
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Rams have got it back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here's Goff. Goes underneath here to White. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Dancing to his left. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. This will be caught at about the 6. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
12.
Goff now looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, You'll see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. And they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
10 more there and another first down. They go play action here on first down. Ertz has it left side. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. David Johnson with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2. Throwing now is Wentz. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session. He'll be saying, hey, run that one back, coach. Yeah. Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
2 more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Gone. Now left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Dumping it off for Johnson. And now running right through it. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wentz now on 1st down. Drops it off to Ajayi. Ajayi hit. He lost the football. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Wentz going to throw. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2.
Trey 15, Trey 15.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Steps away to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now it's Ajayi. There he goes inside the 30. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there from Ajayi. 41 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is caught. It's Cooks. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
This is White on the screen. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there, he hits the reliable target. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now Goff dumps it off to Gurley. Open space inside the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Goff. Flush to his right. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Now it's gone. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. James White, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get them the first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run with Ajayi. Space to run past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Ajayi. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Solid.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And an alley to run. And touchdown. Jay Ajayi, 36 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game. And now it's blocked. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. And a dump off to White. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. He's going to let it fly. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Goff now looks to throw. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Again, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for L.A., this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.